What is going on? Back with another trade recap. I did a live trade this morning, and now we're just going to do recap. So I'll make my face cam bigger. There we go. Okay. So, coming into the day, I was overall bullish, bearish, bias, whatever. I wasn't opposed to anything bearish, but so basically we were rejecting from this daily gap here. This right here is where we were rejecting from. Let's drop down to the 1 hour, and then on the 1 hour, what did we have? We had this inversion on the higher time frame, and this was driving price lower to at least this low, and then eventually this low here. So when market opened, I had my eyes on this 4 hour gap. Before market opened, this 4 hour gap was unmitigated, I believe. Yes, it was mitigated, but it was present, and I wanted us to use this 4 hour gap to take us higher up to this daily gap. This daily gap up here. That daily gap up there. So I wanted longs off of this 4 hour gap. What else did we have below this 4 hour gap? We had this new week opening gap between these two blue lines. That's our new week opening gap. Drop to the 1 hour. Let's go to market open. Okay, let's go in the 1 minute. So let's put a line for where market opens. Ready? So we'll go vertical right here. That's red lines where market opens. Market opens, right? We first put in this wick higher right here, and at this point, I was thinking, okay, I almost took, I didn't, but we had this gap right here that was holding, and we had a 30-second that was holding, and so market confirmed that we're sweeping these highs to the left like this. So that sweep of buy side up here, and then we turn around. From there, I'm thinking, okay, here's the 4 hour gap I had mentioned that I wanted us to use to take price higher. We come down, we sweep out this low right here, sweep out that low, and we tap into our 4 hour gap. And so when we did this, we left behind, and a lot of people got burned on this, we left behind this 1 minute gap back here, this one right here. We left behind this 1 minute gap, and so when this got inversed, let me just delete a lot of this. This is all in the way. Let's delete all of this. Okay. All right. So it chopped around. A lot of people went long on this candle closure above. Why didn't I? Is the question here. Why did I not go long on this? I've gotten to the point in my trading where intuition and experience kind of starts to override some pattern trades, and I would consider this a pattern trade. It's sure there was momentum to the upside, but we took this intermediate high right here. We took this high, and it was kind of sketchy. It was like, yeah, well, I've seen this turn around so much, and it did. But here was the big thing a lot of people missed. We inversed it on the 1 minute. Go to the 2 minute, market blue. Go to the 2 minute, and it was just wicking inside of it, did not inverse. And so the 2 minute was the higher time frame on the leg, meaning it is dominant. So until this 2 minute inverses, I'm not interested in any trade. And so we ended up actually inversing it, but that's not how I got in. How I got in, although that 2 minute inversion was clean, it was really the same thing as what I did. I was looking at the 30-second after we came back down. Let's go on the 30-second. So on the 30-second here, as we had this big sell-off down here, after all the people went long right here, they got stopped out. I was looking at this 30-second imbalance right here. We'll make it, let's make it red. So Well, let's make it green. Let's just delete this for now. I was looking at this 30-second. Once this 30-second inverse, this candle right here, that's when I enter. And at the same time, what do you know? The 2-minute also would have inversed. So it was a double confirmation. Got in here. Original take profit was up at the hourly gap that I had mentioned above. And the stop was right below this low. And so this is where it gets beautiful. So what is this right here? This is an order block. When we close, when we dip back down right here after I entered, it was kind of scary at first. I thought I was going to stop. And then we get this candle close above. What does that make this? That makes this an order block. So, and then what do we get to this order block? We get another order block. So this down close candle coming into this down close candle, and then this candle engulfs it here. What is that? That's another order block. And so once we started to put these in, I was like, okay, we're gonna run quick. And then so my take profit got hit. After that, I ended up moving it down to this high, just out of fear of missing out. Especially once this went down, I was like, oh shit, I don't want to lose this trade. That would suck. And I ended up moving my stop loss up to here. And so that was the trade. That was a trade I went break even at this high too. No, I think I waited for this to come back up and then I went break even or something stupid. I don't think I actually went break even when I said I should. But those double order blocks holding is the key here. And now, gosh, and now, here's the bigger part here. If you don't know what a propulsion block is, it's basically whatever candle reacts to an order block that touches another order block. So this order block here came down and tapped this order block right here, right? So the next candle that touches this down close candle is our propulsion block. That's an ICT concept. And he says, when a proper propulsion block happens, it moves very, very quickly. So what happens as soon as we come down to this propulsion block? Meaning that this is now our propulsion block here. This whole down close candle into this is our propulsion block. Look what happens as soon as we come down. Just fast up. That's how it happens. So another long opportunity, which I didn't take this, would have been if you saw our propulsion block get put in and then we inversed here, and then you could have gone break even here, and then you could have had your take profit up there if you wanted to do that. I did not like that take profit. Oh, also this blue line right here, this little blue line is 50%. So 50% of this entire range down also overlapped with where our objective was for the day. So there were two trade opportunities there. Propulsion block entry. Well, if you were doing a propulsion block entry, you would have entered down here when it actually touched it. But if you trade IFGs, you would have gotten up here. But that was my trade. Like, very, very happy with how I'm understanding the market. If I could just wait for these light bulb setups every day, then I'd be very, very profitable. We're up a lot on this eval. We'll probably pass it next week, probably Monday or Tuesday. I don't think we'll pass it tomorrow unless we have a banger day. It's possible. But I just can't force anything, you know, like these are always going to be here. And if I keep forcing trades to where I'm just, you know, I'm making something happen instead of reacting, I'll take so many more unnecessary losses. Whereas if I just wait for light bulb setups, then it's like, yeah, I'll be very, very profitable, which I have in these last couple weeks. But for tomorrow, I really want to see us go higher. I don't know. I just think this low is pretty protected, and we have all, you know, so many new week opening gaps up here, and it's just, yeah, it's just kind of. But yeah. So that was trade recap for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.